Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 7 in Financial Crimes 1. This is Professor Dunaway. I hope you're all having a good weekend. I am posting this video on Sunday, August 19th. So your second assignment is due this evening. So if you have not already requested an extension, you will be receiving a late penalty. So if you haven't requested an extension, be sure that you talk to me as soon as possible this week, or that you get your assignment posted as soon as possible. I'll be reaching out to those students that I haven't heard from and that don't turn it in early this week as well. You all continue to do a great job in the discussion forum. I really appreciate that. So please keep that up in these final couple weeks of the class. So last week for week 6, we discussed the last part of bribery and corruption. That was a kind of a 2-week module, so to speak. So this last week was the final week of that. There were a couple readings that we wanted you to take a look at, and there were also 3 videos that Dr. Monroe posted. So let's click into the learning objectives and just look at those one more time. So end of week 6, you should be able to critique the criticisms of Peter Schroth against the UN Convention Against Corruption in his article, and then also the United Nations Convention Against Doing Anything Serious Against Corruption. So you should be able to critique that criticism. You should also be able to evaluate the combined effectiveness of the UN Convention Against Corruption and other international agreements on corruption and financial crimes. So hopefully you feel good about those. So let's go back. So now week 7, we are kind of turning the tables a bit, and we'll be discussing responses and research skills. Kind of an interesting subject. So click into these learning objectives. Excuse me. So for week 7, you should be able to, by the end of the week, name and discuss the defenses against financial crimes and the computer resources that can be utilized. Also, you should be able to evaluate and discuss James Richards' creation of an internal FIU and the use of Microsoft Excel, the Internet, pivot tables, and the surface invisible deep and historical webs in the fight against money laundering. And then finally, determine the importance of your compliance staff thinking outside the box and trying something new. So those are the learning objectives for this week. And so let me click back out. So if you scroll down to week 7, you'll see there's one reading posted, Improving Financial Oversight. It's a James Richards article. We want you to take a look at pages 74 to 108 of that. And then Dr. Monroe has one video posted where he discusses research skills and the like. So that's week 7. And then next week, our final week of class, I can't believe it's here already, week 8 is a review week. So you'll see that there's no new reading or videos. So there's a lot of material in this class and a lot of subjects. So it kind of gives you a week to go back, catch up, get a head start on the assignment, which leads me to your final assignment is due September 2nd, so 2 weeks from today. Please keep in mind there are no extensions for the final assignment. So there is a quick turnaround between this term and next term, so there's no time for extensions. And then also we need to get the final grades into the administration as soon as possible. So please be sure that you're aware that September 2nd is the third and final assignment due date and no extensions. So in order to get your grades in on time, you need to get those assignments in that Sunday evening by 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. If you have any questions about that, please email me. Again, my email address is dunawal, DUNAWAL, @tjsl.edu. It is best to email me directly to that email address. That way, if I'm out or elsewhere, I can quickly respond to you via my phone as opposed to having to log into Canvas. So it is the quickest way for me to respond to you if you email me directly. Okay, so just a little recap. So your second assignment is due this evening. If you haven't already requested an extension, please be sure that you just talk to me or get your assignment in as soon as possible. Please do the reading this week. As I mentioned, we post the article here, the James Richards, look at pages 74 to 108. There's a video, please look at that. And then optional office hours this week are again with me, Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So I think that's everything. If there happen to be, hopefully there won't be, but if there happen to be any glitches or any issues with you turning in your assignment, again, it's best to email me directly. And I'm not that I'm like checking it, every single hour, but it's quicker for me to get back to you. So I think that's everything. So I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. I hope you all have a great week 7. And if I don't talk to you, I will talk to you next weekend. Thanks, everybody.